Hi, Justina. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, last time we talked, I knew you had a lacrosse game this weekend.
Yeah.
How did that go?
We had 3 games and we ended up losing, but that's okay. Like, we were pretty close. In our last game, they were a pretty cocky team, so like we were close. We were tied. It was like we scored one and then we were ahead, and then they scored. We were tied, and then they scored. Like kept going back and forth, and then they scored in the last 2 minutes, and then we couldn't get the ball down again. Like, we got the ball down with 5 seconds left, and she tried to shoot and didn't make it. So we lost by 1, but that's okay. It's better than losing by 20. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was good team bonding. I like that. We don't really get to spend much time together as a team, and that really made us like connect better on the field as well. So I enjoyed that, but it was a long drive. It was like 4.5 hours. So
Yeah.
I get really frustrated because I think we could have won. It's just that we have 2 practices a week, and like there's only 4 girls that show up. So I don't know. It just makes me really mad.
So it's like a lack of team motivation, I guess, and dedication.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lack of dedication. And I live with the goalie, and like she's never there. We only have 1 goalie, so like we have to put in like different girls.
Yeah, practice.
Because she never comes, and like she doesn't show up to the games, and I don't know. I like say stuff to her at home because it just frustrates me.
Yeah, that must be really irritating, especially like you seem pretty dedicated, so. Mm-hmm. To have, like, to rely on, especially, like, a goalie is a big part of the game, and to have, like, an unreliable goalie must really be frustrating.
Yeah.
Does the coach ever, like, have mandatory practices, like,
yeah,
do they have meetings or anything like that?
Like, he tries to, but they, like, it's more on me and, like, the president, and he's like, you need to get these girls to practice and stuff, which is even more frustrating, because I'm, like, trying, and I'm not gonna, like, yell at people. I'm not their babysitter. Like, if they want to come, they want to play, then they need to be there. But I don't know, they just don't want to come. So it's just the same 4 girls at practice, and like I guess it's aggravating to the coach too. He's like, I'm not coaching a serious team, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that could be really frustrating, especially like you obviously want to play, and like these girls are on the team, but they're obviously not like trying or motivated or willing to like give what it takes to be like successful. Exactly. How's your record so far?
We are 2-5, I think. So I mean, only 2 wins, but that's what you get when people don't show up. So.
Yeah, I guess. But that's actually pretty good for when people don't show up and you're playing such big organized teams.
Yeah,
that actually probably do show up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but. I don't know, it's just frustrating to me.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I'd be so irritated.
Yeah.
It must be really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to continue playing lacrosse?
I still haven't decided, but if I do, like, I'm going to be president next year, and that's, like, a huge thing. That's a big responsibility, like, but since I'm vice president, like, her and I do everything together, so.
It's pretty much like you are.
Yeah. Yeah, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Is the guys' team like more like
organized?
Than,
oh yeah.
And is that a club team as well? Then?
Mm-hmm. And they're so much more passionate. Like they have like 30 people because that same day that we played at Illinois, well U of I or whatever, they were there playing their guys' team, and like they had like 30 of them on the team, and it's hard to just get like 10 people or whatever, you know, for our team. Which what's embarrassing for me is like. I get, like, confirmation from everyone, like, yep, I'll be at that game, blah, blah, blah. And then we're at the game, and, like, some of them don't show up. And I'm like, oh, well, sorry. Like, we have to play man down. Like, that's not equal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, it's not the other team's fault. Like, they shouldn't have to play a man down just because some of our teammates didn't show up. But
yeah. So that's so irritating. I can only imagine how frustrated, especially being, like, the vice president of the team. And, I mean, it's like a letdown
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like it's like Bad News Bears, that movie.
Oh, yeah.
We're, like, showing up. Like, half our team's not even here. Like, the other team is, like, already practicing when people show up. Like, we're practicing. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, it's just not organized and not, like, you don't feel legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that must be really irritating.
Yeah.